Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is. Happy Sunday. Okay, I'm done signing now. Happy Sunday. I am so glad you're here. So this week's video is going to be a 7-day series. I am going to post every day for 7 days in order to help you with your self-care and to focus on you. I'm going to be doing a collective card reading each day. So take what resonates, take what you feel is meant for you, because all of these messages might not be for everybody. But I am doing this with a few friends to see how I feel giving these readings and also how they feel if it's something that is helpful, because I'm constantly trying to thrive in self-help, and not only with myself, but how can I help those around me and those that I love around me. So this is why I came up with this series. I'm going to do a 7-day. If you like to follow along for all 7 days, please do so. I would really appreciate it. Let me know in the comments if this helps, if you resonated with any of this, and how you feel. If you want to do a one-on-one with me, I would love to do it. So just let me know. I love you guys so much, and let's get into this. Okay, so for day 1, I am going to be doing the goal. So what is the goal? At the end of this week is to be a little bit more compassionate within ourselves and to really reflect on who we are as a person, focusing on self-love throughout each day. So each day I am going to give you a homework assignment, whether that be to journal something, to take a 5-minute meditation, guided meditation on YouTube, to maybe do some stretches, whatever it is. I am going to need you to do it. And at the end of the day, comment below how that made you feel, if you did it, if you were able to accomplish it. Number 2, for the week, I am going to pick a crystal of the week. So I will let you know what crystal that is, why it's needed, and basically, I need you to have that close to you while you're doing all your homework assignments, because this is what is going to bring your vibrations up. The next thing is I am going to be pulling a card from what I like to call my truth deck, because sometimes we don't want to hear certain things, but at least the type of person that I am, I love to know just how it is. Just give it to me straight. Don't sugarcoat it. Tell me what it is. So I have a special deck that I use just for that. So I will be pulling one of those cards for today's reading. Today's is probably going to be the longest video. After that, they're going to be short, quick videos. But hang on, because this is all information and this is just the beginning of our, let's say, our self-care detox, right? Because we want to detox from all the negativity. We want to really get in touch with ourselves, our most highest self, our inner self, and find, love within ourselves for ourselves in order to spread those vibrations around to everybody else. Okay. The third thing is going to be a 3-card reading. So it's going to be a past, present, and future. Remember, this is not all going to maybe be pinpointed exactly to you, but it is a collective reading. So take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? And let's get into it. I'm so excited. Okay, so the first card is going to be your crystal. We got Amazonite. So I might be saying these things wrong because some of the things I cannot pronounce very well. But Amazonite. So what this is, it's a brilliant blue-green mineral named after South America's famed river. The best Amazonite comes from Colorado. So if you can get your hands on this, go do it. Super important. You want to keep it close to you for the week. Keep it with you. Meditate with it. Do your journal entries with it. So what Amazonite is, usually anybody that's struggling with Mercury retrograde, this is what is recommended. But what we are focusing on with the Amazonite this week is going to be speaking from your heart and really digging deeper, meaning, are you living your highest truth that the younger you would appreciate, or the younger you would be so proud of? What was it that really drove you to do all these things that you wanted to do when you were younger, when you had dreams of being a vet or a firefighter or whatever it was that you dreamed of? Are you living to your highest truth? And maybe your passions have changed, but that drive that you had as a child, do you have that in this, why can I not say the word? In this realm or in this reality that you're living right now as an adult? Are you living the truth? Are you speaking from your heart and from your passion? That is the most important thing that we want to focus on when we are meditating this week. And this is going to be a very, very important thing for you, for me, for the collective this week. Okay, so really focus on that. If you have one, go grab it. I like to stick crystals in my bra and walk around with crystals in my bra sometimes. So if it's small enough to put in there, or put it in the space that you're at, if you're still working from home, take it with you in the car, or just use it when you are meditating. But remember that this is the crystal that is for the collective this week, and it is going to help us on our self-care journey this week, okay? Let's go on to the next thing. Okay, just like I warned you, this deck likes to call people out on their poop. So with that being said, you've been having a lot of fun, which is all great. And I know within just the last deck, you know, the whole point is to speak to your inner child, but that goes more towards passion. This card right here, which is 21 Triumphs of Galatea, which is from my Myths and Mermaids Oracle of Water deck, is basically saying you've been having too much fun, but you are neglecting the things that need to get done, and you are about to get called out. Whether it's at work, it's at home, whatever it is, you are being watched, and you are being so carefree that this person is kind of getting tired of it, and they're gonna let you know, hey, like, you haven't been doing your part at home, or hey, you've been slacking off at work. I know you can do better. I know that you are capable of much more, and you're not giving me what you gave me in the beginning, and this is not fair to the other parties involved. So like I said, I really like it because I like to be told straightforward what is it that I need. So it's kind of getting your stuff back in order, making sure that you are doing what you are supposed to do, not what you want to be doing all the time, because sometimes in order to love ourselves and love those around us, we do have responsibilities. So making sure that our responsibilities are met before we go and do things that are going to be fun or adventurous for us, or whatever that is. So make sure to keep that in mind this week as you go along with your week. Get to the point where you need to get to before you go and be carefree about everything else. Don't let go of your responsibilities. Make sure you are meeting those responsibilities and then some if you have the energy for that. Let's go on to the next. Okay, so now we are getting to the past, present, and future. So I have the 3 cards here. This is past, which is 4 of summer. And I have present, which is 3 of spring. And then I have Queen of Autumn, which is the future. Okay, so the very first card that we have is going to be the 4 of summer. This is the past. So we're doing past, present, future, past. So this is basically what we just all went through. And I feel like this is relatable to everybody, because everything that we just went through made us slow down. It made us look at the blessings that we had in our lives that we weren't looking at. We can say, oh, I'm grateful I'm alive. I'm grateful this, I'm grateful that. But when you're really not appreciating the time that you are spending with people, are you really grateful for everything? Because when the pandemic happened and we couldn't see our family, we couldn't see our parents, we couldn't see our grandparents, our cousins, our friends, and we couldn't do all the things that we love to do, were we cherishing every moment the way we should, the way that we should live life? I don't think we were, and I think that was a big wake-up call for us to be grateful for even the little things. Because remember, a tortoise is going to be very slow, and what do they carry with them? Their home. So they appreciate every aspect of their home and their safety, right? And nothing is going to get past them that they wouldn't see, because of the fact that they're going so slow. They are observing everything around them. So that was our past. Now let's dive into the present. Okay, so our present card, it is the 3 of spring. It is a sea turtle. Stop and take time to review and make long-term plans. capitalizing upon your past successes. So you guys have been putting in the work. You guys have been doing a good job. And just like my mermaids and myths oracle said, maybe you've been a little too carefree. So what we are asking you now is, what are your future plans? Sea turtles can live up to 100 they've been on this planet for over 110 million years. So it is something that has thrived, but it has been a long progression. When sea turtles are hatched, they're on the sand, right? And they have to make it from the sand all the way to the ocean. Not all of them survive. That is just nature. But with that being said, they keep going, and some of them make it and some of them don't. That is just like our everyday lives, right? Some of us are going to make it in certain careers and some of us are not. So where you are at right now, is that really what you want to do? Is that the calling that you really feel the closest to, that you really feel you are brought here to do? And if it's not, then how can you start loving yourself? Because remember, our goal is compassion for ourselves and loving ourselves, focusing on self-love this week. So what can you do to, just like the sea turtles, they ride with the tides, right? They just go where the ocean takes them. So what can you do to go with the flow, but also to make future plans for yourself? So that is what this card is asking you to do right now in this moment. Is really making sure that you are paying attention to your future, that you are looking inwards and you are saying, okay, what is it that I need to do? And understand that it's not going to happen overnight, but you have to be consistent. You need to persevere through all of these things, and you can do it. I believe in you. And let's do card number 3. So card number 3, which is the future. It is the Queen of Autumn, the Belgian hair rabbit, right? So this card is, not only is it nurturing and it's full of abundance, but with that, the hare knows how to make boundaries. So you're not just going to get all this abundance. It's about being smart with your money, knowing where and when to put it, where to invest it, when not to invest it. And also paying attention to your family, your loved ones. What is it that they need from you? What is it that you can do for them? But again, with these clear boundaries. So making sure that as the future comes along, that yes, you are making good business calls, or you are making good calls within yourself, for yourself, making sure that you keep those boundaries and making sure that you can have fun, but you know when to do it and when not to do it, which I think has been the consistent message all around with these 3 cards. Okay, so what I want you guys to do this self-care Sunday, starting this week strong, I want you guys to make a plan. What are your goals for self-care? What are your goals in loving yourself? I want you to write that down and be very clear, because every day that we do this, I want you to remember your goal. I'm going to ask you to remember your goal, whether it's repeating it to yourself or reading it. The other thing is, once you have your goal written down, I want you to do one of 2 things, or one or the other thing. So anybody that has heard Brene Brown or has read any of her books, you guys know about her permission slips. So I think that is a great way for some of us, especially us people pleasers, especially someone like me, where it's like, can I do this? Should I do this? And I'm constantly wanting affirmation. So we want to be able to write a permission slip to ourselves. Dear Lori, I am allowing you to take care of yourself and to take your needs, or make your needs a priority. I am allowing you to take 5 minutes out of the day, or 10 minutes out of the day, 20 minutes out of the day, an hour out of the day, whatever your goal is, make sure that you give yourself the permission slip. If you do not like the idea of writing a permission slip to yourself, I want you to write a letter to yourself. And I want you to write a letter to yourself telling you how you're feeling in this moment. And at the end of the week, I'm going to ask you guys to write another letter to yourself on how you are feeling now, if you do the whole 7-day process. So I want you to say, this is how I'm feeling, and this is what I want to focus on. This is what I want to release. But be loving to yourself, talk to yourself, about what has been going on and allowing yourself the space to let that go in these pages in this letter to yourself. So that is going to be your first homework of the day. Comment below if you're gonna do it. Comment below when you are done. If you have my phone number, text me, let me know when you're done. Instagram me, TikTok me, whatever it is. But I hope this week helps you. I look forward to tomorrow's video. Like I said, they're going to be shorter. I love you so much. I'm so proud of you for giving yourself this 7-day self-care detox, let's say. I love you. I love you. I love you. I am sending you guys so much love, light, and a big, big hug just for you. Bye, guys. I'll see you soon.